All right, so right now I'm standing outside of a 2021 Honda Accord LX. I'm gonna walk around this vehicle, show you guys all the features and functions. If you found this video helpful, please feel free to show your support by hitting the like and the subscribe button. It takes you 2 seconds. I greatly appreciate that and thank you in advance. Now, let's walk up here to the Maroni sticker. You guys are welcome to pause the video here to explore on your own or continue to watch with me and explore together. Now, up on the top right-hand corner talks about your fuel economy. It's gonna be 30 for the city, 38 for the highway with a combined of 33. Down on the right-hand corner talks about your safety ratings, 5 out of 5. Who doesn't love an overachiever? Where the vehicle's made at, the price point, and then the standard features. All right, comes standard with 2 key fobs. You get a key 1 and a key 2, so that's great. All of your Honda sensing features come standard. I'm talking about your lane keep assist, adaptive cruise control, and your forward collision magnetic braking, and with your road departure. You can have a 1.5 turbo 4-cylinder with a CVT transmission. You get 192 horsepower. The front looks kind of nice and sharp. You can have LED daytime running lights and LED tail lights, and you also can have standard headlights. Nice little chrome here, kind of tucks up along the top half of the headlights. Goes all the way from there and all the way back into the other side. A little bit of chrome within the grille too as well. As you sidestep right over here, you can have those 17-inch alloyed rims. Get a nice body colored mirrors and handles. A little bit of chrome action along the top here of the windows. You're gonna have a capless gas tank. So when the car's unlocked, you simply come up, push that button in, and there it goes. So open and close. No longer $2 cap to argue and debate with on those hot and cold days. It's simple, done. Living the dream, cuts your time in half. Now, the cool thing about this, when the car is locked, guess what? That's locked, so no one can get in and out of that. As we step here towards the back, once again, you got those LED taillights. Just makes a bold statement as you apply onto the brakes. And you also have a multi-angle rear camera. You got a nice little bit of chrome down here along the sides. You're gonna have dual exhaust, which is gonna be hidden right underneath. You got this awesome trunk space. There's gonna be a bench seat in the back, which can come down. You got the lever right here. Simply to pull that out, you can pull the seat right down. Carpet mats come standard, no additional charge from that point. You have nice insulation within the trunk. It's just for things you won't be jumping around in there, so you won't be hearing it while you're in the back or that road noise. It just makes it more of a quieter, enjoyable ride. Down below, you're gonna have your spare tire and those additional tools you may need for those unforeseen events with your emergency funnel, just in case you have an emergency gas can with a collapsible nozzle. You wanna make sure you use that. If you don't, it will get stuck. It won't be a good time. Now, those days of accidentally, shutting the keys in the trunk are over. You can't do that anymore. So that's pretty nice. Now, here in the back, as we open this up, once again, you guys know about power windows. That's easy and straightforward. You got some additional cubby space down below. Then you got this premium cloth. Looks pretty nice and sharp. You got an additional armrest right here in the center, and with some cup holders. You get a nice little pocket storage over here on the back side of the passenger seat. Deep tray. So it's pretty nice, pretty easy. As we sneak up front, you got power windows, power locks. You got a little window lock action, just in case anyone misbehaving and want to lock the windows. You got your mirror selectors, the D-pad to adjust from there. You have your trunk release. There's some additional cubby space within the door. There's going to be a manual seat, so it's going to be a pump action. To raise it, you got to pump up. To lower it, you got to pump down. You got your recline, then you got a squeeze bar here. Squeeze, you can slide forward and back to adjust accordingly. Then we're also going to have the hood release right over there. All right, let's kind of jump right into the vehicle. It's going to be a push button start, so make sure when you get into the car you have the key fob with you. Put your foot down on the brake and hit the start button. Now watch everything light up. You can keep that in your purse, jacket, pocket, whatever. I'm just going to put it there in the cup holder. Now over here on the left hand side of the steering wheel, you got some additional buttons. You got a little trip, so if you select that, you get a trip A, trip B. You know, you can adjust things from that point. You got this nice little spin dial here, pretty much adjust the brightness. You got your vehicle stability assist, and you got a quick reference here to shut off some parts of your Honda sensing. So as you select that, it's going to display right up here. Back to home menu. There we go. So as you select that, as you can see, you can turn off your road departure, then you also your forward collision magnetic braking. To simply select that, you got to use this little right here and just push it in and push it in again to turn it on. Pretty nice and pretty easy. Now down below, right over here up to the side, it's going to be a telescope steering wheel, so it goes in and out, up and down. You can adjust pretty quick and easy. You got auto headlights, wipers, and everything else is going to be on the other side. As you pull that down, the more you pull down, the faster that they go, and pretty much pull the wipers towards us, and then it'll be a little spray action from there. Now we're going to have some more of the home options. I'm going to kind of thumb through this. So when I hit home, you see the display up here kind of change. If you guys have any questions about what's in here, feel free to drop a comment down below and contact me, Crazy Honda Chris. I'll love to answer those questions, like your traffic sign right there. As you're driving down the road, if it finds a speed limit sign, it will display right up here for you what the speed limit is. All right, then you're also going to have your volume control, your sources for your media and stuff like that. The back button, so as you're kind of navigating through stuff, you just hit the back button and it takes you right back to your home screen from there. You're going to have hands-free for your smartphone, so you can answer, hang up, reject, or with voice command, hey, call Crazy Honda Chris on mobile phone. Gives me a call. You have all of your Honda sensing features over here on the right-hand side. The cruise control button from there. Simply turn that on or off. Then you can set your cruise control. You have your adaptive cruise control. You can set the distance between you and the car in front of you, but your cruise control has to be on. So as you select that, you can set the distance. So let's say if we're going, I don't know, 35 miles an hour, the car in front of you is going 30. The car is going to do everything in its power to maintain the distance you have it set at. So it will slow you down to match your speed with theirs to maintain that distance. Once they get out of the way, it's going to resume back to whatever your cruise control speed was set at. And now you can customize those as well, so you can turn it so anytime it finds a car, as it gives you a little visual up top, a little white car, it'll beep or it won't beep. You can choose if you want that beep action. And we also have your lane keep assist. This is for your highway driving between 45 and 90 miles an hour. So anytime you go out of the lane a little bit, it's going to beep and bring you back. You turn that beep on or off, and that's going to be pretty nice from that point, because it also gives you a visual when it's doing its job. Those dotted lines right up there, it's going to be hollowed out right now because we're not finding lines on the road and we're not going the proper speed. But now if we were, it'd be filled in white dotted lines. All right, so Honda Sensing's all right there. It's nice and easy to use. We're going to have a nice touch screen over here. You can pair up multiple phones. You got your vehicle settings in here. You can customize all of your Honda Sensing, doors, stuff like that from there. Radio stations. So you got quite a bit of options over here. You got FM, AM, USB. You have Bluetooth, and you also have your Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, which comes standard. And it's a simple plug and play. So if you have an Apple phone, just plug it right into the USB port. It comes right up there. It's Apple CarPlay. If you have Android Auto, you have to download Android Auto, allow all the permissions, then it's a plug and play from there. All right. Just more additional information. Text messages. You can adjust the brightness of the screen by hitting this. So if you're driving at nighttime, that kind of bugs you a little bit, you can change it from there. Radio, volume. Down below, we're going to have your climate control. It's going to be a dual climate, so the passenger can mess with theirs. I can mess with mine. I can take all the power by hitting the sync button. So now everything's set what I want it to be at. Fan speed. Your different modes, front defroster, rear defroster, AC, on or off. You can shut everything off by hitting the button there. Then you also got your air circulation. Now we're also going to have a 12 volt and a couple USB ports. A nice deep tray here, so I can set my phone as its end getting plugged in and being charged. Now we're also going to have some cup holders here along the side. We got a couple different drives here. We have a standard drive, a sport drive, and a low gear drive. As you throw it into reverse, you can see from right here, a little light off to the side. Also gives you a little up there. Then your multi-angle rear camera automatically pops up. Now, these buttons down here below, it's going to be a touch buttons, and they also show you how the camera acts. So cool thing about this, the first one selected is a nice 180 view. You can catch some more of your blind spot from there. And then the Second view, as you hit that, it's going to be more of a right behind you view than a straight down shot from your rear bumper. Now the cool thing about this is you turn your wheel, the guidelines change colors to let you know you're not aligned straight, then also it turns, kind of shows you which way you're going. It's a nice little guide. We're going to have an Econ button when that's on or off. You can tell by the little green leaf up top. Econ is going to make you more fuel efficient. It's most effective for your highway driving, guys. So pretty much what you're going to be doing, it's going to be sacrificing AC power, electrical power up front, and then acceleration power to give you better fuel economy. You may see anywhere from 2 to 4 more miles to a gallon, depending on how aggressive you're driving, all right? So you got to choose on those really hot days, is it worth that fuel economy, or is it worth being more fuel efficient or comfortable? Now, we're also going to have your idle stop come standard, all right? So when the car is at a certain criteria, meets those specifics from there, when you add an idle, it will partially shut off the engine so you're not consuming gas. If you don't like that for any particular reason, you just click and hold this button down, and then you get a nice little orange A down there. It's saying, hey, idle stop's off. They're hoping that you'll forget about that. You have to shut it off every single time. It's just trying to save you some money and make you more fuel efficient. You have electrical parking brake and a whole brake from there. Nice little tray that comes in and out for easy cleaning, a 12-volt plug-in. So this is a fixed armrest. Glove box, pretty nice and deep. Nice little bit of trim work here throughout the dash. All right, so that's going to be the 2021 Honda Accord LX. If you guys have any further questions, feel free to contact me, Crazy Honda Chris, here at Randy Kell Honda in Cedar Rapids, Iowa, or even drop a comment down below. I'd love to answer any questions. If you guys have Accords and like to share your experience, please share that with the community. I'd love to hear about your guys' stories about the Honda. All right, well, thank you again for you guys' time, and thank you for your support and watching. This is Crazy Honda Chris, putting dreams in driveways.